Well, well, well. It is our first Victory Monday of 2025. Let's go. Let's go. It is Victory Monday. It's also Overreaction Monday. Very interested to see what did Brian Schottenheimer have to say now that the initial shock of that win, it's over. Let's see what happened. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this live stream, please hit that like button as you come in. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season. Also, make sure if you see that HYPE button, hit that hype button. Push this out into the YouTube algorithm. It is officially Victory Monday. It is the first victory. Can y'all believe it? It is the first victory for the Dallas Cowboys of the 2025 season. And oh man, we thought it was going to be an easy victory. It had to be one of the hardest, it had to be one of the hardest dubs to get. Oh, it was hard to get, but we got it. Nevertheless, also Brian Schottenheimer's first win. The Cowboys, it was their 1,000th game in their existence, and they won the game. So many different things going on inside of this Cowboys win, but nevertheless, it is a victory, and the victory counts. So let's look at the show for today. This is going to be our first show. Y'all forgive me. I was supposed to do Cowboys After Dark tonight. I went and sat down on the couch, and when I blinked my eyes, it was 1 a.m. in the morning. I almost did the live stream at 1:30 a.m., but I was like, ain't nobody up that late. So we will be doing Cowboys After Dark after this Monday night game. After the Monday night games, after the Thursday night games, after the Sunday night games, we'll be doing Cowboys After Dark this season. So we will be doing it tonight after this game, after these two games, as a matter of fact. So this is what we got lined up for the day. I have even more lined up after, for tonight's show. There's some stuff I couldn't put on here because I figured I wouldn't have the time to do it. But today, we are going to be talking about we're going to listen to the Brian Schottenheimer press conference. Stephen Jones on 105.3 The Fan. Jerry postgame after the Cowboys win. We're going to listen to the Dak Prescott press conference from last night. We're going to listen to Brandon Aubrey. Hey, it's not often that a kicker gets a post-game press conference. So we're going to listen to Brandon Aubrey. And then I want to talk about the Jadeveon Clowney issue, because I think there are some people that have some misconceptions about what's going on with Mr. Jadeveon Clowney. I'm glad he's with the Cowboys, but we need to understand what he is and what he isn't. So today, Brian Schottenheimer press conference, Steven interview, Jerry postgame, Dak Prescott, Brandon Aubrey, and Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, we're gonna have a great show today. Y'all make sure y'all share this, push this out. Let's get this thing going. Let's get it crunk. Y'all can tell I'm showing my age. Young folks I don't think the young folks say crunk no more. They don't say crunk no more. All right. Let's get this thing going. Let's get this roll call. Roll call. Welcome to the congregation. My man, Daniel M., my right-hand man. Daniel M., what's going on? Daniel M. said we came away with a win yesterday, G, and we got Clowney officially signing his contract with the team. Let's go. Let's go. We gonna talk more about that. Mason Bartlett in the crib. What's going on? God bless you too, my brother. It's a great day. It's a great day to be a child of God, a great day to be alive, have a family. It's a great day to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. Mason, let's get this thing going. Paul Lander, what's going on? He said, hey, Mr. G, you're absolutely right. I enjoyed our win. And even Jerry Jones enjoyed the win no matter what. You are psychic. Let's go. Paul Lander, let me tell you something. Did you see what they did yesterday in their in what they did in the locker room yesterday? Y'all do know I did that first. Some of y'all might not remember, but I did that first. That's Ric Flair. Do y'all remember when I did that a couple of times on live? I did the Ric Flair. Had the sound effect and everything with the yeah. Y'all go hear me when you hear me. Y'all go hear me. Let me read another comment from Paul Lander. Paul Lander said, as you predicted, the haters are nitpicking this game, but what they failed to mention is that Dak Prescott outdueled the Giants quarterback and ended up with the win. Paul Lander, that run by Dak Prescott was incredible. Man, Dak Prescott looked like old Dak Prescott on that run. Bruce S., what's going on? Yeah, Bruce S., Mason, they are the happiest when the Cowboys lose. Mason, let me tell you something. I've realized something about a lot of these Cowboys, fill in the blank. And I'm not talking about players. Cowboys, fill in the blank. They're happier when the Cowboys lose. Because when the Cowboys lose, they have more content, they have more headlines, they have more things to talk about. People would rather complain than to tell you the truth, and then they'll try to say that you on Fruit Loops because your glass is half full and theirs is half empty. They'll start calling you wee woo and you own the juice and everything because they have profited off of the Cowboys' losses, the Cowboys' misery. They profit from it. No, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm gonna tell you the truth, but I'm not gonna tell you the truth in a way to where you're gonna hate the team. And every time you turn on the TV, you're gonna be saying, here's another loss. Man, I could go on and on. Ron Hanna, what's going on? Appreciate you up in here. Good to see you. Keek up in here. Miss Matrix, what's going on with you? Dak owns Felty, what's going on with you? Good to see you up in here. Mark Davis, what's going on? What's up, my guy? He called me his guy. I'm gay. You my guy. What's going on? Dominique said they better stop playing with my man G. What's up? One of the best intros on YouTube. Let's go. Yes, sir. Michael Tyree up in this thing. Hey, Victory Monday. First one of the season. I'm loving it. Douglas Harrison, what's going on? Brandon Jones, Victory Money. Hey, Dak is on that MVP campaign. I announced it this morning also. Mike Moncherio, what's going on with you? Good to see you. Marvin Washington, salute my brother. Lord Nova, 85, what's going on with you? Nisi, up in this thing. She said, I'm enjoying Victory Monday. Yeah, what's going on? Jared Thomas, number one Dak Prescott fan. I'm number two. He said Dak Prescott low key to some media members is starting to get some MVP buzz. Super Dak is back. I think he wants to get the MVP the media haters took from him in 23. Jared Thomas. All the PFF stats are showing it. I said it and I'm gonna keep saying it. Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback. And right now, where is Dak Prescott ranked amongst quarterbacks after 2 games? Dak Prescott is ranked as one of the top 5 quarterbacks. Book it. I'm telling you. Brian Worley, what's going on with you? Good to see you. All right, let's get the rip. Poopy D up in here, boy. You got my back. Poopy D, you know I'm gonna be clowning now. Boy, I'm gonna be clowning now. Richmond, 555. What's going on, Home Slice? I see you up in here. Tay Savage, what's going on? I appreciate you. He said you the best. No, y'all the best. I appreciate you. Best chat on YouTube. Jigga Man, what's going on? Sean Spring up in this thing. The real estate vet, what's going on? He said, what up, G? That JC signing in his interview was priceless. Oh, yeah. I'm loving it. Okay, so Jadeveon Clowney got an interview. All right. I'm going to try to find it. Robert Davis, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm telling you, I sit on that couch, Robert Davis. Boy, I blinked and it was 1:30. Boy, it's 1:30 up in this thing. Boy, it's 1:30 up in this thing when I woke up. Man, I almost started, but I couldn't do it. Nisi, I saw the locker room celebration. I'm telling you, Nisi, People might not remember, but that whole little spiel about the Ric Flair, I'm not saying that Brian Schottenheimer is watching my live streams. I'm just telling you, I did that bit I think it's been about 2 months ago now. I'm just telling us. What up with your D Block? What's going on, my brother? God bless you. All right, Roger M up in here. Lulu. Carl Elder just pulled up in the 72 Chevelle. Family Fun. What's going on? I appreciate you. He said, I love the energy. I appreciate you. Reality Cowboy. What's going on? Best game. Hey, they said that the Philadelphia Eagle game was the best game. Reality Cowboy. That came out and put on another clinic. Jeffrey Hawthorne, what's going on with you? Man, I appreciate all of y'all rocking with me. We're going to get this thing started. Richard Owens, Galen Miller, what's going on? Lost in Translation podcast. He says slow and steady approach is the best way to give cover to your defense, to give Eberflus more, make adjustments. We're going to talk about that Eberflus defense. Hey, what's going on? Tony Jones up in this thing. All right, let's get this thing going. You know what? Let's mention this for a moment. Matt Eberflus discussion is going to be tomorrow. Did I not tell y'all? Hold on a second. Niecy said, G, we are here with the problem. Niecy, I'm just saying, I'm sure it's purely coincidental. But Niecy, isn't it crazy? I did that whole Ric Flair spiel. And they came out in their post-game press conference. The post-game, and Brad Schottenheimer basically did the Ric Flair spiel. I'm not saying it's about me, but again, Matt Eberflus. Did I also not tell y'all about Matt Eberflus's defense? Did I not tell y'all about Matt Eberflus's defense? Bend, don't break. The problem with a bend, don't break defense is when it breaks, the dams are open. Not only that, what else did I tell you? Bend, don't break defenses are dependent upon super studs everywhere on the field. Everywhere on the field. If you got super studs on the field, well, you don't even bend. Forget about breaking. You don't even bend. But when you don't have super studs. So let me tell you what's happening with the Matt Eberflus defense before we get into Brian Schottenheimer. Let me tell you what's happening. A lot of people don't understand what's happening, but it's very simple to me. Matt Eberflus doesn't have the secondary to run that bend, don't break. And especially with him trying to run his version of a cover two. Sometimes he's a hybrid between cover 2, cover 3, trying to even run some cover 4. He don't have the horses. Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker. Let me tell you about them. And I'm pretty sure y'all understand this. They, to me, are what I would call more run support safeties. I don't think either of them are good in pass defense. I don't think either of them are good. I don't. Now, if you want to talk about running, you want to talk about blitzing the quarterback, those two safeties will do you very well in that department. But if you want true cover safeties, they're not cover safeties. Hold on a second. Booby D said they call our defense. He said they call our defense bend that break. Bro. Matt Eberflus is running a defense that he doesn't have the personnel for. He doesn't have the personnel. I got more news for you. You ready? I got more news for you. The cornerback play without the run blend really suffered. It really suffered. And I'm telling y'all, what was I praying last week? Do not increase the snap count of Trevon Diggs. Trevon Diggs is not all the way back. Let me tell you what they saw from the Philadelphia Eagle film. Let me tell you what they saw from the Philadelphia Eagle film. Yep, Poobie D. He said, Diggs' technique. He never in a stance. D-Block said, Matt got to do better. But let me see. He says, Dono was playing out of position. Now, let me tell you why he was playing out of position, D-Block. Been watching people put up film about this all the whole last day. Let me tell you what happened to the safeties. Somebody watched film on the Cowboys. Y'all do know that people watch film, right? I got to give the Giants credit. They ball in the OC when it looked at film on the Cowboys. And what they realized, and I'm going to tell you the key play that they looked at. The key play that they looked at against the Eagles is when the slot receiver, or I think it was the slot receiver, beat Elam. Do y'all remember what we talked about on that? They figured out a way to get Elam one-on-one, and then what they did with that receiver is rather than him running a go, he ran into the post. So basically what he did was he got inside of Kyer Elam. They looked at film. You know what they realized? So Matt Eberflus also understands that he don't have the horses that he needs to try to run the defense he wants to run. So he's running primarily zone defense. Now, if you got the horses and everybody knows what they're doing, that zone defense becomes very difficult. Especially, it's difficult already for a quarterback like Jalen Hurts, who is like tearing up the league, not even throwing a $125, a $150. That's different when you're talking about Jalen Hurts. But when you're talking about a quarterback like Russell Wilson, who, for whatever reason yesterday, his deep ball was back. Do you notice what they did to the Cowboys cornerbacks? Everybody's trying to say the safeties are the ones at fault. No, the safeties are at fault. They're a part of the reason. But let me tell you what really got them boys. They kept running inside routes on the cornerbacks. And once they ran the inside routes on the cornerbacks, they already knew our cornerbacks aren't fast enough to recover. What did I tell y'all? When you get a cornerback and you turn him inside, especially if you run post, you turn him inside, you run post, those types of routes are hard to cover for receivers. Because, for cornerbacks, unless you're an extremely fast cornerback, you are going to get toasted. Because the moment they run past you inside, tell me how you recover. How do you recover? Anybody's ever ran track? There's a reason why people liked running on the inside lanes. If you run track and you run anything outside of the 100, people love running the inside lanes. Why? Because when you come around the corner, if you booking, you pretty much in the lead. If you're on the outside, guess what you got to do? You got to really be booking. Because when that curve comes, and man, you'll be thinking, yeah, man, I'm in the lead. You hit that curve, that inside person, it's easier for them to be ahead of the people outside of the curves. That's why the people who run the outside lane, they got to definitely be booking. So when you're a cornerback, that wide receiver takes that inside and it's a go. Not only do you now got to cover him running down the field, if the quarterback throws it inside, you cooked. You cooked unless your technique was right. You're even with him, and you're fast enough to get over the top of him, because that ball is more than likely going to come over the top. If that quarterback is smart, you got the inside. He's going to throw it over the top and inside. That outside receiver, not only does he have to catch up, he has to get over the top and try to get that pass. They blew past these cornerbacks. Go look at the tape. Go look at the tape. Blew past Trevon Diggs. And when I say blew past Trevon Diggs. So now we putting Donovan Wilson. Now we got Donovan Wilson we got him in a tight spot, because he already, to me, he not a cover safety. I'm sorry. Donovan Wilson already not a cover safety to me. He was getting his socks burned off last year. So Donovan Wilson, who already is not a cover safety, he's not even, by the time he turns around and backpedals, the wide receiver is at a full stride. He blow past him too. He blows past him too. Now, people got to understand, the safety's job is not to per se when he's got center field protection. It's not his job or the cornerback's job to say, okay, my guy just blew past me, so now you got to get him. No, bro, I ain't got to get him. I'm going to help you get him. But it's not my job to just get him. It is crazy that they put Donovan Wilson in a situation to where Donovan Wilson was supposed to be the deep center fielder. Well, if he's supposed to be the deep center fielder, well then, you know how we got the interception on the last interception? Because somebody did get smart. And they said, well, just put him at deep center field. Just put him at deep center field. Don't let him backpedal. Just put him at deep center field. That's exactly what they did. That's how he got the interception. But during that game, burning the socks off of not just the safeties, they were burning the socks off the cornerbacks. They were blowing past them. They were blowing past them. Go back. Go back and look at the tape. Trayvon Diggs, I'm sorry. I like Trayvon Diggs. I've been praying he had the best season of his life. But I'm telling you, go back and look at the tape. They blew past him. They blew past Trayvon Diggs. It is not the job of the safety to pick your receiver up and for you just to give up on your receiver. It's not his doggone job. His job is to help you, not become the cornerback. Trayvon Diggs, I'm telling you, I got to give the Giants credit. They looked at the tape and they realized something. Hey, man, they don't have the fastest cornerbacks out there. Neighbors is a fast kid. Hey, they don't have the fastest cornerbacks out there. They're out there, they're playing zone. They're playing cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. They're playing zone the entire game. Hey, man, the safety should be seam protection in the grand scheme of things. They should be seam protection because when those wide receivers run inside, that's kind of like the seam. The safeties are supposed to be there. Problem is, Malik Hooker, we're going to give him his blame. Not quite deep enough, but I'm just telling you. This stuff is easier said than done. You can play Jalen Hurts like that. Donovan Wilson works against Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not going to hit you for 8 or 9 deep passes in a game. He's not going to do that. Jalen Hurts is not going to throw for 400, 450 yards. Jalen Hurts is not going to take the chance on trying to hit A.J. Brown on a deep seam route, saying that he can throw it over the top. A.J. Brown beats the cornerback on the inside, but he's not brave enough to say, I can beat the safety by throwing it over the top of his head. Do y'all know a lot of quarterbacks are not actually going to do that? Watch Caleb Williams when we play him this week. We got Caleb Williams coming up on Sunday next week. Well, it'll be the first day of the week Sunday. Watch Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams ain't Russell Wilson. Caleb Williams ain't Russell Wilson. And somebody told him he was Patrick Mahomes. He ain't that either. Not everybody can throw those passes that Russell Wilson threw. And not every receiver is going to be neighbors. They're not going to just blow past your doggone cornerbacks like that. The New York Giants, you just got to give them credit. And people don't want to give them credit. I just got to give them credit, man. They went and watched film and they realized something. The Cowboys cornerbacks, especially without the run, Bland, oh, they beatable. They're beatable. They won't even be a problem. We'll blow past the cornerbacks. They won't be a problem. We'll be, okay, if you telling me that all I have to do is worry about a safety, there are not many safeties that are cornerback, that are cornerback type of safeties. Because if they were cornerback type of safeties, if they had ball hawking skills, they wouldn't be safeties, they'd be cornerbacks. So when I'm playing the Cowboys, if I'm a running team, I'm concerned. Because Malik Hooker, and I've already seen some other film where some of this stuff was also Malik Hooker. Malik Hooker, obviously, from looking at the tape, he was totally missing assignments. He was totally missing assignments. Some of these guys who were just running free, some of it is Malik Hooker is not there to take up his part either. But again, if you're telling me that I'm going to play a team and my wide receivers can just take the inside position on the cornerbacks and blow past them, and all I have to worry about are the safeties, I'm going to beat the brakes off you. I'm either going to beat the brakes off you or we're going to have a 50-point scoring game. What did we almost have? Shoot. What did we almost have? Man, we dang near had a 50-point game. Because Russell Wilson can't throw out routes good no more. He can't throw comeback routes good no more. Russell can't even really throw in the middle of the field intermediate routes accurately and good no more, especially with him being shorter. But you know what he can do? Deep balls. He was the worst quarterback the Cowboys could have faced with the kind of cornerbacks and safeties they have. Rainbows over the top. I'm telling you now, there are not many quarterbacks that can make those throws to Russell Wilson. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you the truth. There are not many quarterbacks that can make those throws that Russell Wilson made yesterday. Man, got to give Russell Wilson some credit. D-Block. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm explaining exactly what you said. Yes, sir. Those safeties. The Giants, D-Block. Boy, we got to get these dudes credit. They went and watched the tape against the Eagles, and they said, see, if Jalen Hurts would have did that, well, Russell Wilson can throw the doggone ball. Oh, I'm sorry. Russell Wilson can throw the deep ball. Now, again, he's nowhere near accurate as he used to be. He's not accurate. And I'm going to tell you something. People don't understand that Russell Wilson had an added incentive, too, yesterday. Niecy again, I think, Niecy, I keep forgetting, you live over in Brooklyn, right? Well, think about this. Sometimes, depending upon where you are in the head of your fan base, it is easier to play on the road sometimes than it is to play at home. And the reason why I say this, do y'all remember I played you the beat writer, read you the beat writer from New York? We listened to two beat writers from New York, and they were trashing Russell Wilson. Yeah, man, Jackson Dart, he'll be in at halftime. This is what everybody was saying. Even Sims on NBC came out and said they were anticipating the Jackson Dart era starting at the halftime of the Dallas Cowboy game. And Russell Wilson said, not today. Shoot, Russell Wilson had an added incentive. And that joker went bombs away on the Cowboys. I just got to give him credit. We got to stop making every time we play a team, we got to stop making it about, it was because our team didn't do something. It was because our team is so good, but they didn't do something, or our players are so bad that they just stink and that's why they got beat. This is the same stinky team. This is the same stinky team. The same stinky team that almost beat the Philadelphia Eagles. This is the same stinky team that held the Philadelphia Eagles to what, 24 points? This is the same stinky team. Somebody went and looked at the tape. Let's just give them credit. They went and looked at the tape. And they realized when that wide receiver, he beat Elam, and he really didn't beat Elam. He just got inside position on him. They isolated Elam one-on-one, and they got him. And the Giants looked at the tape and said, Cowboys cornerbacks aren't that good, especially without Duron playing. We got Trayvon Diggs coming back from injury. I'm telling y'all, Trayvon Diggs, I still don't think Trayvon Diggs is back to being Trayvon Diggs. And I don't even know what I'm talking about when I say Trayvon Diggs. Am I talking about the Trayvon Diggs post-surgery? Or am I talking about the Trayvon Diggs post-surgery and post-contract? Or am I talking about the Trayvon Diggs pre-surgery, pre-injury, pre-contract? I can tell you this, he definitely ain't pre-surgery, pre-contract Trayvon Diggs. I'm telling you, if I'm looking at the tape on the Cowboys, for me, if I'm looking at their defense, I'm going, hey, man, we got a wide receiver. Everybody don't have those wide receivers. A.J. Brown, I'm sorry. I'm going to say something that somebody's not going to like. I know, like, A.J. Brown had his own top 5 wide receiver list. I'm sorry, A.J. Brown, you are not a top 5 wide receiver in this league to me. Number 2, A.J. Brown is not Malik Neighbors. I said it. He's not Malik Neighbors. He's not Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors can just run right past you. Period in the story. He just run right past you. And that's what it got the Cowboys. I mean, it just is what it is. Yes, sir. D-Block said Neighbors killed our entire defense. Man, I'm sorry. We're going to have to admit something. Man, Neighbors is one of them. Boy, we better stop playing. We better stop playing. Neighbors is one of them. Neighbors is one of them. I'm telling us. This dude, Neighbors, is one of them. And I mean, he's established. Now, Shaw said Matthew Golden going to give us hell. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Matthew Golden against the Green Bay Packers is not who I'm worried about. Who I'm worried about is that doggone tight end Kraft. He ate up the Washington Commanders. Ate them up. Yes, sir. D-Block, Dono is a box safety. Again, with Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson. If you telling me they coming down for run support, I'm feeling real good. If you telling me they going to come and rush the quarterback, I'm feeling real good. But if you telling me that Donovan Wilson going to be covering today, shoot, I'm about to blow your defense up. I'm going to literally blow your defense up. And this is why I'm saying again, man, we got to get the Giants credit, man. These are the same safeties that gave these are the same safeties that gave the Philadelphia Eagles hell. They're the same ones. They're the same ones to where A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, they were all basically rendered useless. But again, some of that has to do with Jalen Hurts too, because Jalen Hurts is not that quarterback that's going to throw the ball deep 9 times a game. But Russell Wilson will throw the ball. He will throw the ball deep 9 times a game. Do y'all realize that was the only thing they had? That was literally the only thing they had was the deep ball because nothing else was really working for them. Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, pretty much held them up under 100 yards rushing. Nothing else was working for them except for the deep ball, and that's where they almost beat us. But again, we got to understand, I got to say, Matt Eberflus may be playing with one hand tied. Matt Eberflus Bro, I'm just saying, Matt Eberflus may be playing with one hand tied behind his back. Now, I think what the Cowboys are going to have to do, and then we'll see how they play this. Will they write it off as, okay, this was a one-time game. Russell Wilson had a game. He played out of his mind. Everybody's not Malik Neighbors, and I forget the other wide receiver name that they have. Maybe they say, well, everybody's not them. Or do this week they say, hey, Marquise Bell and Wanye Thomas? Do they say this week Marquise Bell and Wanye Thomas? Also, another question. I don't think they have no answers. I don't think they have no answers at cornerback. With Deron Bland being out, it puts so much pressure now on top of Trayvon Diggs and Kyer Elam. It's a lot of pressure, man. It puts a lot of pressure on. Let me read these two super chats. I appreciate it. Galen Miller, he said, Dak is the man and MVP ready already in my book. Yeah, especially as a human being. But I tell you, he balling, Galen. Man, Dak, let me tell y'all something. This dude, Dak Prescott, boy. Dak Prescott is throwing some balls just basically like, man, I don't give a doggone what nobody say no more. Dak Prescott threw a pass to Schoonmaker last week. When you go back and look at the film on it, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. I'm going to find it. I'm a little bit off script today. But I wanted to bring that up about the defense, and we'll talk more about them tomorrow. Let me see if I can find this on Bobby Belt's page. I mean, we still talking Cowboys. It ain't like we talking the Falcons and nothing. We still talking Cowboys. But I want to show you, let me see if I can show you a couple of throws that this dude, Dak Prescott. Let me tell you how I know Dak Prescott is on some weird plane right now. I don't know. I'm just telling you up front. I don't know what's going on with Dak Prescott. The new body composition, the new look with the mustache and the beard. I mean, the dude just looked different. He got a whole different look in his eye, talking different. I don't know what we're looking at right now, other than Dak Prescott is playing out of his mind. Let me show you something real quick, Galen Miller. I appreciate your super chat again. Galen, let me show you a throw. I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if y'all saw this throw right here. Let me tell you how I know Dak Prescott is in the zone right now. Let me show you how I know he's in the zone. Now, y'all know I'm not a person that curse, but let me just use this word right here. Dak Prescott is in a zone of I don't give a damn no more. Dak Prescott said, I can throw a ball anywhere I want to and complete it as long as the wide receiver will catch it. This is what Dak Prescott is saying. Watch this throw right here. What? How do you make this throw? How do you make this throw? If you're looking at this throw in real time, you're saying, no, yes. Because how does Dak Prescott put that ball right there? I don't know what to tell you. This throw is ridiculous. Schoonmaker drops it. That throw is ridiculous. You think that's something? Let me show you another one he made. Dak Prescott made another throw in the New York Giants game. Let me show you where Dak Prescott again is saying, I don't give a damn who on him. I can throw it anywhere I want to. As long as the wide receiver will catch it, I'll put it there. Watch this. Watch this throw. This throw is incredible. Shout out to Bobby Belt for posting this on his page. Watch this. Do y'all see what Dak is throwing this? Double coverage. Again. Watch the throw, though. Watch where the pass goes. What? Galen Miller. Galen Miller, tell me, how does he do it? How does Dak Prescott make this throw? Incredible. Incredible. Let me just show it to you again. People don't understand what this dude, Dak Prescott, is doing right now. I don't even understand it. All I've been telling y'all is this dude is looking different. This dude is looking different. Man, I'm telling y'all, boy, Dak is approaching alien status. I'm telling you, Dak is approaching alien status. Watch this throw again. Watch this throw. The anticipation. This is why I love Dak Prescott so much. Dak Prescott had to work to get to this point. Dak Prescott had to work and work and work to get to this point. Look at this. CeeDee Lamb hasn't even got out of his break. Dak Prescott already winding up. Dak is going to throw this where CD is supposed to be. This is called throwing. I don't even know if you call it throwing a wide receiver open, because the reality is CeeDee Lamb isn't open. No, Dak Prescott said, I don't give a damn if you're not open. I'm going to throw it in a place to where only you can get it. I bet you this linebacker said, he threw that? You doggone right he threw it. Boom. I'm telling y'all, Dak Prescott is entering alien territory. This man is entering alien territory. I don't know. I can't explain it, guys. I can't explain what's going on with Dak Prescott. It's crazy. I appreciate that super chat, Galen Miller. Man, I'm telling you, in the words of T.O., that's my quarterback there, boy. This dude is doing some crazy stuff right now. Family Fun said Elam and Diggs need a Southwest. He said Elam and Diggs need a Southwest Airlines last night, want to get away. Yeah, boy, they got tore up, boy. Yeah, they got tore up. They got tore up. And again, it's not that Donovan Wilson didn't get tore up either. Yeah, Donovan Wilson got tore up. But the reason why they got tore up, that's what we got to talk about. Man, they blew past them safeties so quick. I mean, they blew past them cornerbacks so quick. The cornerbacks wasn't even a consideration. Mills 36 says, when the Giants get situated in the upcoming seasons, they're going to be a problem. Neighbors, Scatty Bow, Dart, the other wide receiver, Robinson. Yeah, I agree, Mills 36. And the tight end, Theo Johnson. I agree with you, Mills 36. And you know what, though? I'm going to tell you what I think their problem is. I think their problem is Daboll. I don't know why people are trying to make him into some kind of coaching guru. He's a part of the problem to me. He's a part of the problem. I'm sorry. If I'm them, I'm moving on from him. I got to move on from him. I can't give Daboll the opportunity. I can't get his dude 10 years. Yep, Poobie D. That's what I just said. They ran simple seam routes. They figured out that you could beat these cornerbacks up the seams. And if you telling me that all I got to deal with is Malik Hooker being in the seams, I'll beat you on that. That's what a safety is supposed to be protecting, is the seams. But doggone it, when the cornerback go run through you like that, shoo, man. I mean, when they just go run past the cornerbacks, bro, cornerbacks got to do better, man. They got to do better. But again, I don't want to talk out of both sides of my mouth here because, man, I'm just wondering if Matt Eberflus got both hands tied behind his back. Man, we talking Malik Hooker. And again, the alternative is you're going to have to turn to Marquise Bell and Wanye Thomas. And I don't know if the Cowboys are willing to do that just yet. But again, these are the same two safeties that were able to hold the Philadelphia Eagles in check. But again, Man, Donovan, I mean, everybody can't do what Russell Wilson did yesterday. Because I can tell you now, Caleb Williams not going to do it. He might try to do it. He ain't going to do it. He don't have the kind of deep ball. He don't have the kind of deep ball that Russell Wilson has. And that's no excuse to say for the Cowboys, well, just keep doing what you're doing. That was just one game. Now they do need to really examine whether or not can Marquise Bell and Wanye Thomas play the safety position better. Or I tell you what, hey man, you want to play Donovan Wilson and Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker on rundowns. Well, maybe you put in Marquise Bell and Wanye Thomas on 3rd and longs. I mean, that's the only thing. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with a solution. But I can tell you this. See, this league is a copycat league. And once somebody gets tape on you and they show somebody an exploit of your team, well, the teams just go back and look at the exploit. See, now the Chicago Bears right now, they're looking at the Cowboys-Giants tape and they're saying, how in the world did the Giants do that? How in the world did they score 37 points on the same defense that held the Philadelphia Eagles to 24 points? And then they're probably saying, and how did the Giants, who only scored 6 on the Commanders, who have a no-name defense, and I don't think their defense is really that much better than the Cowboys, how did the Giants score 37 points on the Cowboys? They're looking at this. They're looking at this. And I'm just telling you, boy, if I was in the New York media right now, I'd be preparing the fan base, man. I'd be like, hey, man, hey, y'all don't expect Russell Wilson to come out and throw 450. Oh, Neezy. Oh, wait a minute, Neezy. Hold on a second. Now, for those of us who live in Texas, this is not blasphemy. But the fact that you from Jersey, this is blasphemy to say that you a New Yorker. I feel you, DC. This is blasphemy to call somebody from Jersey, New Yorker. Yeah, Ian Smith, you make a great point. We need faster cornerbacks and safeties. Well, problem is we're not getting them. Yeah, we're not getting them. So Matt Eberflus is going to have to figure out a way because, see, man, I'm all off script today. Y'all got some good topics, and I'm just all off script because I'm really trying to answer some questions y'all have in the chat. Let me make sure I got all the super chats. Oh, I did. Okay, man, y'all got so many good comments about this defense yesterday, and tomorrow we will make that a big topic. The defense. Miss Matrix said, why not give Bell snaps to safety? Exactly. Why not give Bell snaps? Now, Miss Matrix, I'm a little bit concerned because I keep hearing all this competition talk. I'm still concerned. Boy, y'all got me talking defense today. But this dude, Kenneth Murray Jr., Cowboys, this game too, this dude ain't looking right. Linebacking play ain't looking right. It's crazy to me because I thought the linebacker position was where we did the best. I thought it was where we did the best. But this linebacking crew we got right now, man, I'm concerned. I'm concerned in the run and I'm concerned in the pass with our linebacking crew. I'm very concerned. Now, Miss Matrix, the reason why I bring this up is because they keep talking about competition. So you telling me Maurice Leofau aren't beating out any of these? We're not looking and saying, hey, man, we're going to have to, these guys, no matter what we're doing in practice, they're not looking good in the game. We got to give Maurice Leofau more snaps. And then, as we're talking about the safeties, which again, it's 2 games. I think they looked better against the Eagles because Jalen Hurts is not going to throw 9 deep balls the way Wilson was doing. But I just wonder, how is Marquise Bell and Wanye Thomas practicing to the point that why don't you give not just Bell, why are they not giving Wanye Thomas more snaps? I'm wondering. I'm really wondering. I think the Cowboys are gonna. I think they're gonna probably after the Green Bay game in particular. Yeah, do dirty. You just said something. I like what you said. Do dirty said it's more about football on the road. Yeah, yeah. It's not about the local beat writers and all the chit chatter. Do dirty, and I think in particular there are two cities that sometimes it is good to get out of those depending upon where you are in the season. But when I think about the Dallas Cowboys and when I think about the New York media, the Dallas media and the New York media are ferocious. So for Russell Wilson to be seeing all the things that New York media was saying and then not to have to play in front of the New York, because I can tell you right now, the New York crowd, after what that doggone media was saying, the moment Russell would have made a mistake, they'd have probably been cheering for Jackson Dart, screaming for Jackson Dart to come into the game. But now, he might have bought himself another game. He might have bought himself another game or two because he did pretty good. But again, Miss Matrix, yeah, I think the Cowboys have really got to do a little bit more evaluating and really figure out, like, hey, man, it might be time, man. We might need to, like, Maurice Leafau, move him into the, give him more snaps, and it may be time for us to start looking at these doggone safeties. It may be time for us to start looking at these safeties because, yeah, but again, it wasn't just the fact that the safety play was bad. It was also the fact that the cornerbacks got blue pass. And hey, Big D's 83. I said this last week. What did I tell y'all? I used to tell my son. It is hard to defend the perfect pass. There's very few cornerbacks that can do it. Very few cornerbacks can defend the perfect pass without pass interference. I can only name maybe a couple. Deion Sanders, Darrelle Revis. Now, we got a couple of these guys in the NFL that I think they can do it now. The cornerback for the Denver Broncos, the cornerback for the Jets. I forget both of the name off the top of my head. But those two cornerbacks, they're really, really good, especially the one from the Jets. He is really, really, really good. But it's very few cornerbacks that can defend the perfect pass. And Russell Wilson, I'm going to tell you something, Russell Wilson was on one yesterday. I just got to I'm telling you, man, we got to stop discrediting people all the time and making it all about us. I'm just telling you, man, Russell Wilson was on one yesterday. And then just like Cinderella, that carriage turned back into a pumpkin because Russell Wilson went to the well one too many times. I'm like, that last throw by Russell Wilson looked like Russell Wilson right there. I was like, Russ, come on, Russ, that ain't even there. But you know what else did that too? Matt Eberflus, I'm sorry, guys. We'll talk more about defense tomorrow, but let me say this. Let's just say this for what it is. We got to be honest with ourselves. Matt Eberflus has got to understand he no longer has Micah Parsons. I'm saying it. He's got to understand he no longer has Micah Parsons. And because he doesn't have Micah Parsons, and it's not so much he doesn't have Micah Parsons, but I'm going to say it. He don't have Micah Parsons to chase the quarterback around. And because, let me tell you who has been one of the biggest disappointments for the Cowboys. I don't even think this is about Micah Parsons being gone. I'm going to tell you one of the biggest disappointments for the Dallas Cowboys. Dante Fowler. Has anybody seen Dante Fowler? Anybody? Anybody seen Dante Fowler? Can somebody tell me where he is? Where's Dante Fowler? I'm sorry, guys. Let me just jump down to the Jadeveon Clowney, and then I'm going to jump back up here because I was going to have this discussion. But since we bringing up defense today, I'm going to let y'all lead the charge on this conversation today, since we're talking about defense. Can y'all tell me what Dante Fowler is? I was having this discussion with Ed Water on X. Ed Water will not let go of the Michael Parsons thing. And he getting a little defensive now because people starting to call him on it. And he starts talking about how if, he's kind of alluding to if Michael Parsons, we hadn't traded Michael Parsons, the Cowboys wouldn't have got Jadeveon Clowney. And I pushed back on Ed Water because I said I don't think you can necessarily say that. Because I don't think the Cowboys are getting Jadeveon Clowney because we don't have Michael Parsons. I think the Cowboys are more getting Jadeveon Clowney because Dante Fowler has been such a disappointment. The discussion of not having Michael Parsons had already, I told us this last week. Trading Michael Parsons was not something they decided on a whim. They were already having the discussion that if we don't get this deal done, we're going to trade Michael Parsons. Those were actually the two discussions they were having. Signing Michael Parsons, trading Michael Parsons. Extending Michael Parsons, trading Michael Parsons. They're having that discussion. So what did they do? They first signed Dante Fowler. Dante Fowler is supposed to be the veteran presence that if they were going to trade Michael Parsons, that they had a veteran that could still kind of watch over the young guys, that could kind of be a leader of the young edge rushers. They got Dante Fowler first. Then they went and drafted Donovan Ezeraku. Donovan Ezeraku, I believe the intent from the beginning was he was going to be the Michael Parsons replacement, depending upon how long they signed him. They were going to groom him, and I don't believe there was a way that unless Michael Parsons was just balling out of his mind, I don't think he was going to get the second contract. I think he was going to get the first one or the extension, and then Donovan Ezeraku would work his way into Michael's spot. But I digress. They got Donovan Ezeraku. They then went and got James Houston. Sam Williams, healthy. So the Cowboys are saying, okay, if we trade Michael Parsons, we got Dante Fowler, Sam Williams is coming back healthy. We went and got James Houston. Because I believe James Houston because that's when I started saying, man, if the Cowboys want to take this down to the wire, they got James Houston. They got 4 pass rushers now. And what did I say? You can't replace Michael Parsons with one. You have to replace him with multiple players. And Kenny Clark is a part of that. But I think the part that has shocked the Cowboys the most, and I have to be honest with you, it's actually shocked me. Dante Fowler, man, what is going on? Where is he? Where's Dante Fowler? He looked lost. He looked lost. Fowler ain't looking nowhere near what I believe the Cowboys expected. Jadeveon Clowney is a part of the piece because the Cowboys basically said, we will replace Michael Parsons with multiple players. And the issue is the multiple players that they are supposed to be replacing him with, one of the pieces is not performing the way that they want him to, and it is Dante Fowler. Dante Fowler is the one not performing. Jadeveon Clowney is not because of Michael Parsons as much as he's about Dante Fowler. This dude is not performing. Dante Fowler is not performing. When you have edge rushers, it helps when you got one of them who is extremely dominant. For example, if Michael Parsons would have stayed, and with the 4 pass rushers that we're talking about, Fowler, Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, James Houston, Donovan Ezeraku, they probably, as a whole, look better. Because with Michael on one side, Fowler on another one. Michael on one side, Ezeraku on another one. Michael on one side, Sam Williams on another one. Michael on one side, James Houston on another one. Michael on one side, Nealon on another one. It becomes that much better. So you think in your mind, you're like, okay, so with Dante Fowler, 10 sacks last season, he's pretty good. So we should be able to put in Dante Fowler, Sam Williams. Dante Fowler, Donovan Ezeraku. Dante Fowler, James Houston. The problem is this doggone Dante Fowler ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it. Jadeveon Clowney is more about Dante. And the hope for the Cowboys is, because this is where I had to push back on Ed Warder too. Bro, you not replacing Michael Parsons with doggone Jadeveon Clowney. Stop it. That is the dumbest discussion. Yeah, man, shoot, they getting Jadeveon Clowney because they missing Michael Parsons. No. They're getting Jadeveon Clowney because Dante Fowler ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. The Cowboys already I think they had a thought in their head of what they could look like or what they would look like without Michael Parsons. And they didn't expect to look like what they're looking right now. The Cowboys, I'm sure in the discussion were saying, okay, I know we're not going to have the Michael Parsons type of pursuit, but we should still be able to generate some type of pressure and some type of pursuit with Dante Fowler, which should create for James Houston or should create for Sam Williams or should create for Ezeraku. But Fowler ain't doing it. So now you got to bring in Jadeveon Clowney. And you're going to hope now that Jadeveon Clowney is going to help you be disruptive to where he might attract a little bit more attention, which will then free up those other guys. Because remember, Michael Parsons was getting a lot of double teams. Now, if you look at Jadeveon Clowney, I'm going to tell you right now, we'll see what Jadeveon Clowney is now. But I'm going to tell you this, Jadeveon Clowney ain't no slouch. Jadeveon Clowney is not a slouch, guys. Jadeveon Clowney is one of these bigger type of defensive ends. I think 6'5", 250, 256. Yeah, we're gonna listen. I see y'all forgive me, we done got off script, but y'all want to talk defense today, so I'm gonna oblige the people. Y'all want to talk about it, so we gonna talk about it. So I'm gonna move. I'm moving down to Jadeveon Clowney. We're gonna talk some defense, and I want to show you. Matty Dubs yesterday did a video on Jadeveon Clowney, and then we'll check out the interview with Jadeveon Clowney also. But I really do like the breakdown on Jadeveon Clowney. Because Jadeveon Clowney, I'm not saying, I don't even have to preface this. He ain't Michael Parsons. He's not the Michael Parsons replacement. The Cowboys are not going to replace Michael Parsons. And contrary to what anybody wants the Cowboys to do, unless it gets downright bad up in here, Cowboys not trading one of those number one picks for an edge rusher. They're not doing it. The Cowboys are hoping that maybe if they bring in Jadeveon Clowney, that some of these maybe it'll free up some of these other guys to be able to do some other things. And so again, let's check out Matty Dubs. He did some footage on Jadeveon Clowney, and I'm telling you, Jadeveon Clowney can play. He can play. He may be able to draw some double teams in some games. That all depends upon who we're playing. Check this out.
Cowboys just won a crazy game versus the New York Giants and have decided, okay, maybe the defense isn't exactly where we want it, which is respectable. And Jerry Jones claims that they have signed Jadeveon Clowney. And I actually think this is a really good, upgrade to their team. We kind of witnessed last year the Eagles give you a blueprint on how to win a Super Bowl. You need 6, 7, 8 guys at times to be able to rotate in and rush the quarterback. Now, the Cowboys have a bunch of guys I like with Dante Fowler and Sam Williams and Donovan Ezraku and Marshawn Nealand and James Houston, and the list goes on, right? But now you add another guy who is still in a good portion of his career, where last year was in on 5 different sacks. And here's an opportunity right here where the offensive line is in a 5-man scat protection. They're sliding to the right, but double teaming the interior of the defensive line here, but leaving Jadeveon Clowney in a 1-on-1 towards the top side of your screen. Now, as he engages, he's going to use his strong arm to push the right tackle back about 4 yards into the front side of the quarterback. He's going to disengage while what looks like...
Now, let's kind of take advantage of something that Matty Dubs is showing here. And this is where the Cowboys are hoping that Jadeveon Clowney is going to help them. Because the Cowboys pretty much expected, I believe, that Dante Fowler was going to be able to beat one-on-one. Sam Williams to beat one-on-one. Somebody to beat one-on-one. Because the Cowboys up the middle pass rush between Kenny Clark and Oso Digizua is doggone good. Kenny Clark, I said it, I thought he would get a sack. I thought he was going to maybe get even 2. But I said that Kenny Clark would get a sack against the New York Football Giants. I don't know why I called them the New York Football Giants, but because they should not be called that now. But anyway, he got a sack. I figured he was going to get a sack, and he's going to continue to pressure teams up the middle. And if the Cowboys can't do anything on the outside, then what teams are going to do is they're going to start doubling either Oso Digizua or they're going to double Kenny Clark. And they're going to be willing to take their chances one-on-one against anybody the Cowboys put on the outside, because none of these outside guys have put up any pressure. And one of the things that's hurting the Cowboys is because they can't get that pressure per se on that quarterback. He's either we got 2 games. They're either trying to run out of they run out of the pocket and get a big yardage, or they have so much time like Russell Wilson. Well, if you're not going to move Russell Wilson off his spot, of course he's going to dot you up for big time deep throws. You got to move him. You got to move him. You can't let him stand in the pocket. You got to move him. So they're hoping that now Jadeveon Clowney is not an edge rusher that you can handle one-on-one. And that's why what Matty Dubs just showed is so important. Like he said, they decided they were going to double the interior. They're going to double the defensive tackles. And that's where the Cowboys' strength is on this line now. We kind of got weaker at one position, but we got strong at another one. And I'm appreciating that we've gotten strong in this middle, because it's going to pay dividends down the road. Y'all gonna call me a prophet before it's over. But right here, when you get Jadeveon Clowney outside, when you can get Jadeveon Clowney outside one-on-one, Jadeveon Clowney should be able to now beat some of these guys that these people we got right now just haven't been able to do.
But leaving Jadeveon Clowney in a 1-on-1 towards the top side of your screen. Now, as he engages, he's going to use his strong arm to push the right tackle back about 4 yards into the front side of the quarterback. He's going to disengage while what looks like he's being held. And he...
See, people have to understand something about Jadeveon Clowney. Man, Jadeveon Clowney is not a small dude. Jadeveon Clowney is a pretty big dude, man. 6'5". He's a monster. Now let's not exaggerate like he Michael Parsons. Let me tell you something. Jadeveon Clowney is no slouch. Jadeveon Clowney is no slouch. Because I'm telling you what Matt Eberflus is doing that is so hard-headed. The one thing that Matt Eberflus is doing that is so hard-headed is that Matt Eberflus so bad wants to rush 4 and drop 7. But I think what the Cowboys are realizing sooner than later is, I know they don't want to admit it, but I think the Cowboys are starting to come to grips with their defense from the perspective of, okay, maybe the personnel isn't where we want it just yet. Because understand something, this would still be a problem if Michael Parsons was here. We would still have all the same people around him. But because of his pursuit of the quarterback at times, because of his pursuit, it would look a little bit better. But again, even with Michael Parsons, when we were coming up against the good teams and when we got to the playoffs, we were still getting exposed, especially up the middle with running teams. And then again, they would put the bigger offensive tackles on Michael Parsons, or maybe they would just send somebody over there to double him, and then it would be the same effect. And then we get bounced out of the playoffs. So the Cowboys are trying to fix this to where you're not going to run us off the field up the middle, but now they got to come back over to the edges and say, okay, now how can we don't necessarily, because I've already told you, if you got the tackles like Osa and Kenny Clark, it would be great to have a Michael Parsons, but you don't need a Michael Parsons. You don't need a Michael Parsons, but you do need somebody that can beat a single block from time to time. Somebody that the defense does have to look at the edge and say, hey, we got to give the middle attention and this guy on the edge. Right now, the teams are just saying we got to give the middle the attention because our edges aren't being as dominant. Our edges are not getting the push that we want them to get. So that's kind of where we are. And so the Cowboys are hoping. They're hoping that Jadeveon Clowney is going to be the player that can beat that double coverage.
Gets a sack. Okay, so again, what I want to do in this video is kind of show you. I want to break down the film. I want to show you why I think this will ultimately be a big-time pickup here for the Cowboys. I don't care how much he plays, even if he plays 17 snaps a game. Having this guy come off the edge as a rotational pass rusher is actually a good thing, okay? And again, watch this. They're going to be in a 5-man scat. They're sliding the offensive line to their big interior defensive tackle. And as we get this one-on-one, again, uses that strong arm. His eyes are on the quarterback, trying to see which way he's going. But look at the pure man strength of this dude driving the tackle back. How many yards? 4 or 5 yards into the front side, disengaging while being held. Throw the flag, man, right? And then still getting the sack at the end of the day. Guys, when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, this team was one of the best pass rushing defenses in the NFL last year. They lost Michael Parsons. They're better at stopping the run a little bit this year, right? This is going to be a major help, I'm telling you. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family for more
All right, I got you, Dominic Pittman. I see you.
Check out my instant reaction to their win. That was a fun video to make. Let me know what you guys think.
What's going on, Angie? I see you in the chat.
Another one gets a one-on-one opportunity. Now, looking here at Dallas, they don't double team anyone specifically. We know that when Mike was here that they would want to double team him almost every single time, but this Dallas Cowboys team is very dynamic and versatile. They have a couple of guys that are just really good in one-on-one situations, and when you have multiple guys that can do it, right, again, it shows you how dynamic and versatile this team can be. Again, gets a one-on-one, they're in a scat protection, they're sliding their offensive line to the left, one-on-ones to the right, and here's another one, another rep versus the Chiefs, a Super Bowl team.
See, again, the Cowboys fixed the middle to where teams are now paying attention to the middle of the Cowboys, but they're giving the edges no respect. Because, again, I'm telling y'all, this is not about Michael Parsons. The Cowboys have already made that decision. It's not about Michael Parsons. It's now about what we have. And the problem is, I think the biggest disappointment for the Dallas Cowboys so far is the fact that Dante Fowler has not been able to create. They thought Dante Fowler. I'm telling you, they were banking on this dude. I think they thought Dante Fowler was going to be more of a presence than he is. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning all this about the defensive line, because if Dante Fowler was being more disruptive and people were having to look at someone else to double team, your back end back here, they wouldn't have all this time. And this is more of a red zone type of thing. But in the situations the Cowboys are in, the red zone would actually be the Cowboys' friend. But in the longer passes, when they run these seams and they're running right past these cornerbacks, they run these seams on the Cowboys. And our safety, I'm sorry, Donovan Wilson is not a cover safety. I've never thought he was a cover safety. Malik Hooker is not a cover safety. These are, as Poobie D said, they are in the box safeties. They are run support safeties. But if you get a pass happy team and you're going to let the quarterback just stand back there, I promise you it will be bombs away all day long. It'll be bombs away all day long. And that's what Russ did. Jalen is not that kind of quarterback. But if he would have been, it might have been a different game. Caleb Williams is not that quarterback. I don't think it's going to be that type of game. But Jordan Love, I like what I've seen the first 2 games. Jordan Love will try. He came up short about 2 or 3 times against the Commanders. He will try to go bombs away from time to time. So Jordan Love, just like any other quarterback, this is not exclusive to him. You got to move these quarterbacks off their marks. You got to at least try to get their feet a little happy. Unless they're Dak Prescott right now, who in demon mode, and Dak Prescott is in I don't give a damn mode. I'm going to throw it where I want to. But you got to get these guys off their mark so that these receivers, they don't get the opportunity to just run past your cornerbacks and get back there in the safety and get Donovan Wilson in coverage. Because you look at how this play is unfolded. Patrick Mahomes in the pocket, and as he's trying to get ready to do whatever he's doing, look who back here. This is what you want. Look who back here. Quarterback pressure. Now, what's going to be the result? I wish they would come up with a stat called the result of the quarterback pressure. What's going to be the result? Jadeveon Clowney got around his man. He on the ground. Now he's coming for Patrick Mahomes. Look at these routes. Look at every route. The routes haven't developed. Patrick Mahomes doesn't have the time to hit these guys because these routes, look at them. They're all still running whatever routes they're running. And Jadeveon Clowney has already shed this man. And so now look at every receiver. The only one he could possibly go to is maybe here, because anything up in here, it may be a problem. Let's see it unfold. I hadn't seen this yet. I'm just telling you, this is why the Cowboys would have got Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, by the right tackle. Demoralizes this poor guy. Gets off the edge, and look at the change of direction to go clean up this play.
That's the result of the pressure. That's what I'm talking about. That's the result of the pressure. Don't tell me the pressure. Tell me the result of the pressure. We were 3rd in the league last year in quarterback pressures. Didn't get us anything. What is the result of the pressure? Let's go back on this. I think it's powerful when you look at this, because the routes, they can't develop. None of these routes are going to be able to develop. None of them. Look at these routes. You can't develop them. None of these routes. The running back's going to come out over here. You can't develop any of this. He's stepping back. Nobody's open yet. Jadeveon Clowney is not going to give this guy all day long. Nope. What does Jadeveon Clowney do?
Is this poor guy.
Boom. Gets around him. Gets up. Knocks him on the ground. And this is why the Cowboys want Jadeveon Clowney. The motor. The motor. If you go back and look at his tapes, the motor is there. This dude don't just shed blocks. He don't just get around guys. When he gets around guys, watch the pursuit.
The edge, and look at the change of direction.
Look at the pursuit. That's what the Cowboys want. He don't have to be Michael Parsons if you can get some push up the middle. He don't have to be Michael Parsons. The teams that are winning Super Bowls, they're not winning them with these top flight edge rushers. There's a reason why the top flight edge rushers are not on the Super Bowl teams, because of the defensive tackle play of those teams. They are getting the pressure up the middle so the quarterback can't step up. You'll notice what happened. He didn't step up. He tried to go to the outside, but unfortunately for him, Jadeveon Clowney
to go clean up
keeps that pursuit.
This play and get the sack on Patrick Mahomes. Again, let's watch this from the other angle. I want to show you exactly how he's going to do it. But guess to the outside.
I mean, look at this. Mahomes gets his head around. He's trying to scan to see what's going on. The routes haven't developed, but look at Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney already clowning. Hits him with that right cross.
Shoulder. He uses the strong arm to swat down the outside hand of the tackle.
Yep.
Right. Well,
boom. Textbook. Swing around him.
Using the opposite hand to kind of push through. So he swats and then pushes with his opposite arm. And then boom. Bends
and this is the key. The pursuit.
around the edge. Stop.
The pursuit is what you want. And we already got the tackles. We ain't worried about it. We already have the tackles. Oso Digizua, Kenny Clark, they'll be able to get out of that scrum just like this guy's doing. And that'll leave Jadeveon Clowney.
On a dime and then gets back into the play and ultimately.
And the thing about Jadeveon Clowney, I've noticed this looking at him on film. He's a very long guy, as in 6'5", and he will do this a lot because he knows that he has the range to do it. He will jump
from the other angle. I want to show you exactly how he is able to do it.
He will jump at whoever he's going at because he's got that type of range. Watch him. Now watch Clowney. Because he's so tall, boom, shoestring tackle. You guys make sure you hit that like button for old Matty Dubs. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't. I appreciate the stuff, the work he puts in on that. But I'm telling us, this is why they went and got Jadeveon Clowney. Now watch
this
Clowney.
is why they got Jadeveon
because
Clowney.
He's so tall. Again, boom. You're not getting Jadeveon Clowney. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're not getting. Hold on. I got my iPad coming through. I think. Hold on. You guys make sure you're not getting Jadeveon Clowney to take the position. I'm sorry. I went to the chat to do something. You're not getting Jadeveon Clowney to take the place of Michael Parsons. You're getting Jadeveon Clowney because you want to have a doggone pass rush, or at least somebody that they may have to double team, or you want somebody that they have to be concerned about. And I'm telling us, this isn't a Michael Parsons issue with the Cowboys. The issue is this is a doggone Dante Fowler issue. Dante Fowler is the veteran that they paid. Dante Fowler is supposed to be the one that's leading this edge room. Dante Fowler with his 10 sacks from last year. He is the one that was supposed to be a problem that these other guys are going to play off of. He hasn't done it. He hasn't done it. I don't even know how to explain it. He just hasn't done it. Don't know how to explain it. He hasn't done it. I thought Dante Fowler would be playing a whole lot better than he's playing. I really did. I thought Dante Fowler was going to, and I think the Cowboys thought he was going to be playing better too. Because you consider all of this stuff. When you're talking about trading a Michael Parsons, you're considering, okay, who do we got that would still be able to get us some kind of pressure? Oh, Dante Fowler. And because Dante Fowler will get some pressure, we'll have Kenny Clark up the middle, Dante Fowler, and then we'll have doggone Dante Fowler ain't doing it. He ain't doing it. Neezy says, G, be careful. Cowboys have the worst QTs playing like Hall of Fame. Yeah. I'm telling us. Yeah. Yeah, and again, Angie, Jalen Hurts, he didn't throw a party on the Cowboys. That's not his style. But Russell Wilson can't run like he used to. So with Russell Wilson, if you're going to let him sit back there and just do what he want to do, Russell Wilson, I think the one pass he can still throw is the deep ball. Because if you'd have made him get off of his marks, if you'd have made him do some throws on the run, maybe do some timing and some crossing routes, oh, they'd have had him down. It'd have been a field day. Cowboys probably would have won this game going away. But because the Cowboys let him sit back there, shoot, dude, man, this dude had a field day. But again, I would caution the New York Giants fans, do not expect Russell Wilson to have that kind of day for the rest of the year. Do not expect him to have that. That is an exploit of the Dallas Cowboys defense. So hopefully Jadeveon Clowney, and I guarantee you Jadeveon Clowney is suiting up against the Chicago Bears. Hopefully with Jadeveon Clowney, we're going to have a different story. All right, let's listen to Jadeveon Clowney. Since we've been talking about defense the whole time, let's bring up Jadeveon Clowney.
It's awesome. I've been looking forward to it after coming out here to visit last week. Told my agent, let's try to make something happen, getting back out there, and that's what he did. And just looking forward to the opportunity to play for Dallas Cowboys.
Kennard was saying that this was your top priority from day one.
Yeah, I told him.
Why?
It's a few reasons. I like the secondary. Like when they got Kenny Clark for the inside.
Whoa! Did Jadeveon Clowney say he liked the secondary? He must be talking about like Trayvon Diggs and Bland. I'm maybe he's talking about the cornerbacks, but you see, he likes secondary. Now, I can see him with Kenny Clark for sure.
And I said I think I can help that team. I just needed some edge rushers, and I felt like I can go out here and help this defense, and that's why I told him to call down and see if we can make something happen.
How much you feel like you got left in the tank?
A lot. Like I said, we're gonna see. But I'm excited to play. Been at home on that couch, man. You be ready to get up off of it. But like I said, I'm just missing football. Ready to get back out here with the guys. That locker room make you feel a lot younger than you is, you know. So being in the locker room, I feel like it's all come back. You start feeling it. So yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to the week of practice this week and getting out there with them guys.
How much of a ramp up do you need?
Probably we're gonna see. This ain't my first time jumping into a season. I think I did it a few times throughout my career, going week one and just playing football. So this ain't nothing new for me. Just like I said, knocking off the dust and just getting back in football shape, different in training. So probably a few weeks, but like I said, it's nothing I haven't done before in my career. I'm just a little older now, and we're gonna see.
Were you watching the game yesterday?
Oh, every snap. I watched every snap.
What were your thoughts as the game was going? And
I was watching them compete. That's all I want to see. A lot of guys go out there and compete. As long as you compete, I feel like any mistakes you can correct throughout the weeks and try to limit the mistakes. But as long as you guys going out to compete at a high level, that's what you look for. And I've seen a lot of guys flying around, competing hard, and I was like, okay, I can just join that team and just compete with them guys.
Did the signing take place before the game, during the game?
Today.
Okay.
Yeah, today.
Yeah, it was before.
Before the game?
Yeah. So he kind of knew. I think he just put it out there after the game. And I was like, all right, I'm going to Dallas.
What's it like when the Joneses are trying to woo you in free agency?
Well, it's just like any other organization. Just call you and tell you what they think about you and give you your opinion. I was just excited that, to get down here. When I seen the place, I was like, oh, man, these guys, they got it made. I've been on 7 teams, and this place is a lot different than any place I've been. They got a lot for these guys. They're a little spoiled, Jerry spoiled his team, so I was like, you got to come out and play well when you're getting spoiled like this. So you
Put some respect on this man's name. I'm telling y'all, boy, this dude Jerry Jones, boy. Shoot, Jerry love his players, man. Jerry love his players. I think that I think Jadeveon Clowney is going to help the Cowboys. I'm telling us, just be patient. I know we want to win. We won. And we want to look better when we win. But I'm glad we got that win because we needed that win because we lose games like that normally. And then when we lose those kind of games, it deflates everybody. But I think this game, and y'all could call me on it if you want to disagree. But I think winning a game like this for the Cowboys may be more beneficial than had they blew out the New York Giants. It is better to get exposed early than to do what the Cowboys usually do. Do y'all realize we usually get exposed late? We don't get exposed early. We get exposed late. We get to around game 13 with some ridiculous record like, hey, man, we like 8-3. We be like 9-3. And we get to the end, and then we go down the stretch and start getting exposed. Sort of how we did in 2023. If anybody look at 2023, we can really see where we were heading had we paid attention. We had a hard fought game against the Detroit Lions. That was very questionable. We had a couple of games down the stretch that we just flat out got beat on, laid eggs on, Buffalo Bills, teams like that. We would get exposed late, and then we get to the playoffs. Well, the things that people had seen late, they came in and did the same thing and beat us. I would rather, whatever deficiencies the Cowboys have, let's get exposed now. Let's get exposed now so it will allow Jerry and Steven, because they're showing the propensity that we're going to try to fix wherever we see something broken. They went and got Jadeveon Clowney. I think in the cornerback room, I think the Cowboys feel like they can weather the storm. I think they're really counting on Savon Revel Jr. coming in, and they're counting on Deron Bland getting healthy. Savon Revel Jr. will get snaps this year. He will get snaps this year, and we'll see how Trayvon Diggs continues to progress, but I will not be surprised if this joker starts, if Savon Revel Jr. is what we say he is, then I see him sharing snaps with Trayvon Diggs. I think the Cowboys believe the cavalry is coming. I think they're looking also at the fact that Josh Butler will be back. I know they're banking on Overshown coming back healthy. So the Cowboys are kind of like, okay, can we weather the storm until we get the full team back? And now, of course, you're adding Jadeveon Clowney. And I'm not going to be surprised if the Cowboys make a couple of more moves. I'm not going to be surprised if they make a couple of more moves. And I think what they're going to be doing is they're going to be looking for an opportunity to make some moves. I don't think the opportunity is there yet. We need a couple of more teams. We need a couple of more teams to lose and get a little bit more. We need a couple of more teams to lose, get a little bit more desperate. The Miami Dolphins come to mind. We got to wait till some teams start having some fire sales. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Cincinnati Bengals, they may be having a fire sale before it's over. I'm telling us about these Bengals. They got problems. Angie, I like your comment. Then we're going to get back to Jadeveon Clowney. He's a very interesting guy, too. Angie said, I'm concerned for Flus not making adjustments. Now, Angie, I said this a little bit earlier. Flus is being a little bit stubborn right now. And I don't want to talk out of both sides of my mouth. I think he's being stubborn, and I think he's got kind of a hand tied behind his back. He's being stubborn that he wants to rush 4 and drop 7. And I think the reason why he wants to rush 4 and drop 7, that's how he likes to play, number one. But number two, I think he wants more of that out in pass coverage. I think he wants it out there in pass coverage, and then he wants it also to solidify his run game. That's kind of what he's looking at. But I noticed he did the same thing in the Eagles game. He did the same thing in the Giants game he did in the Eagles game. Same thing in the Giants game he did in the Eagles game. Eagles game. He waited until it was critical time and started manufacturing pressure. The New York Giants game, he literally waited until the most crucial time of the game to start sending pressure at Russell Wilson. Why not do that sporadically throughout the game? And I'm sure he's saying, I don't want the passing game to become a liability. Matt Eberflus, it's already a liability. You're just going to choose how you're going to get it. You're either going to drop 7 and still get ripped up the seams because your safeties you're playing at this present moment are not cover safeties. They can't cover the seams, it seems like. Or you could blitz one of those safeties and let somebody be one-on-one or whatever the case may be and take a chance on them still completing the same pass. If I'm Matt Eberflus, I would rather send pressure and get beat than to have 7 guys in coverage and get beat. Y'all follow what I'm saying? I think I'm with you, Angie. I think he's waiting too late. He's got to start manufacturing the pressure earlier and more. Hey, just kind of do it. Just kind of pick and choose when you do it. Just pick and choose. Okay, we got about 15 to 20 times a game I'm going to do this. Y'all get ready. We're going to blitz we're going to send a safety blitz, a cornerback blitz. We're going to send a linebacker blitz about 15 times per game, all depending upon game situation. Do it then. But Matt seems to be just bullish. He seems to just be bullish on rushing 4 and dropping 7, and he's not getting what he wants. But again, let's see what happens with Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, Mitchell Green. Again, Mitchell Green. The linebackers are being asked to do things they don't usually do in coverage. Against the run, our linebackers look good. Got to give Leah foul reps. That's the issue. See, Flus is wanting all of them in pass coverage. But even them in pass coverage, if you look at the tape, they're not looking good. They're not looking good in pass coverage, Matt Eberflus. They're not looking good. They're not looking good. So you're going to have to send one of those guys in to rush. A said, G, like you said yesterday, Shotty said that Russell has a nice deep throw. Then why play zone all game with minimal pressure? It's not our secondary's fault. Russell had 4 seconds or more. And again, hey, that's what I'm talking about with Jadeveon Clowney. They're hoping that Jadeveon Clowney is that one guy that can beat, and I do think he's that guy. Teams are going to, I guarantee you, Jadeveon Clowney, I'm not saying he's going to command double teams the entire game. Nah, you ain't doubling this dude the whole game, though. I mean, you're not going to single block Jadeveon Clowney the whole game. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. So I think that's going to help. But I do think Matt Eberflus is going to have to choose. You're going to either look like you did yesterday against certain teams, because not every team is going to be able to do that, but we're playing some teams that's going to be able to do that. You're going to either look like you looked yesterday against the New York Giants, or you're going to start taking some doggone chances. Man, you get a team in 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 17. Man, I'm not giving a doggone. I'm blitzing. I'm going to send somebody. I'm going to send a linebacker. I'm going to send a safety. I'm going to send a corner. I'm blitzing. But I'm not on 3rd and 17. I'm not on 3rd and 17. Yeah, drop 4. I'm going to rush 4 and drop. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to rush 4 and drop 7. I'm sending pressure. And even when now that we got Jadeveon Clowney, I'm still doing it. I'm still sending a blitzer because it only makes you better. It only makes you better. Sunny Days, what up? He said, right, when Jalen Hurts, it was him running all over us. Russell threw crazy on us. Again, Jalen Hurts was the perfect quarterback for what they ran. because he's just not going to throw those balls. Like, he's not going to throw those footballs. He's not going to throw those deep ones, those rainbows. He definitely ain't taking 5, 6, 7, 8 deep shots in a game. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson was like, it's the only thing I really have. Shoot, man, Russ went for broke on the boys. But again, I'd rather get this stuff start happening early. What's up, Dustin Roberts? Good to see you. I'd rather this happen early. Call Alder. I'm with you on this part. I was questioning this when they got him. I mean, he's had some good stats here and there, but he's never really won anything. But we're going to see. We're going to see what happens.
Just trying to come out here and compete. You want to be in a place like this for a while when you're playing. So try to put it all out there. Just play good. Just stay around.
Spoiled in what way?
Well, look around. Look around. Look. You been any other? Yeah, it don't look like this all the places. So.
Thank you. Tell him Jadeveon Clowney. There's no place like Dallas. And Jadeveon Clowney just said, I'm sorry, Derek Posey just distracted me in the chat. I'm going to reach out what Derek Posey just said. Jadeveon Clowney is saying that when somebody put a facility together like this, man, you ought to be winning. Let me reach out what Derek Posey said. Hold on a second. Derek Posey. He said Sierra husband. Derek Posey, you said this like Future would be saying it. Derek Posey said Sierra husband not going to have another game like that. You're absolutely right, bro. I don't think he will. That's why I was saying there, if I would be telling the New York media, man, but y'all know, yeah, Sauce Gardner and Certain, Poobie D, I would be telling that New York media, hey, man, don't y'all be expecting this dude to be doing this. Don't y'all expect this dude to be doing this every week. Oh, man. But this dude, Jadeveon Clowney, oh, I got you, Niecy. I got you. Yep, I got you for sure. Appreciate you. I got you, Brandon Cook. Y'all make me aware of anybody else, too. Yeah, I got you. All right, I got a couple more people too. I'll get to them in a moment. But yeah, Jadeveon Clowney, man, shoot, I think Jadeveon Clowney should really help out the Cowboys for sure. I think he's going to be a good addition. And again, I don't think they're done. Man, we ought to be excited. I don't think the Cowboys are done. I don't. I think they're gonna make another couple of moves. I really do.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you walk in, it's like the weight room nice. You want to get in there and work out. You know, it's giving you that. Oh man, let's get it going. So they got a lot of nice stuff around here, and it's easy to walk in the building and come to work when it's like that. It's like a very nice setup. So
yes, sir.
Meet with Shotty last week.
Oh, I knew Shotty already.
Yeah.
I played with him in Seattle, so he kind of had a feel for me. I had a feel for him, so when I seen he come there, I knew he gonna run it the right way because how they ran it in Seattle. So I was kind of dialed in on that too with Shotty. So I kind of felt that as I came in too. It made a lot transition for me to come here when I found out he was here.
Yeah, he mentioned that he called you even after you visited too. How much is just his relationship? You jokingly put on his recruiting hat a little bit for you. How much does the relationship help with that? A
lot, because when you play with a guy, they kind of know you already. And they know what you can do and expect out of you. It's make it a lot easier. So he don't got to guess or nothing. He already just know how I roll and operate. So he just know how I get down. So like I said, I respect him. Got a lot. I'm gonna play hard for the guy and just try to go ahead and do my job for this team.
What were the Cowboys' selling points to you in the initial meeting?
I'm really saying they ain't had no selling points for me. I was sold because my whole thing is, people like you said, I'm getting older, how much you got left in the tank. But I got 7 primetime games to prove, show the world. So that was my whole thought. I'm coming down here, I get to play primetime and put myself out there again. And, you know, the sky's the limit again for me. And I don't feel like I'm getting old. Terrence Crawford just beat somebody at 38 years old. So I got a lot left in the tank, man. I just got to get back into it and have fun doing it.
What have you been doing to stay in shape and be ready?
Working out. Like I told you, I was training at Ben Fairchild's for a while in Houston, and we had it going on down there for a long time. That's why I've been training for the last 8 years of my career. And since I transferred over there, the injuries stopped. A lot of stuff happened with me my first 2 years in the league, where probably had like 5, 6 injuries my first 2 years. A lot of cut back late in my career because I found the right guys to put around me to help me with my body and take care of my health. So like that's the biggest thing for me, to just keep the injuries down so I can keep playing at a high level. And it's been helping me to get over there with them guys.
Do you expect to play against Chicago, and if so?
Shoot, yeah.
I do expect to play, but I don't know him snap count. I don't know, but that's up to the coaches. Let's just go. Let's just go. I remember
Shoot, yeah, you expect to play. Yeah. Cowboys got him on a good deal, too, from what my understanding is. Cowboys got him on a good deal. Let me read a couple of comments in here as we're in between this. I like something that a couple of them right here. C-Base, he said Trey Hendrickson is the move for real. The Cowboys should jump on that before the Commanders or the Eagles try to get him. I'm not sure on that. We'll look at it here in a minute as far as his contract goes. I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure if the Cowboys going to want to divvy up that kind of money. We got Robert Davis. What up? Shamar James playing soon. He said if this linebacker group keeps getting lost in the game, Eberflus has to figure out something before Green Bay comes to Dallas. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get ready. I got a strange feeling the Cowboys going to beat Green Bay. Y'all get ready. I got a feeling the Cowboys are going to beat Green Bay. The Cowboys are going to play the game of their life. You watch what I tell you. The Cowboys, man, you want to talk about a team being built right in front of our faces? We opened up with the Eagles. The Giants came out and gave us the game of their life. Russell Wilson I think it was Ryan R. just said a while ago. Ryan R. said that Russell Wilson stepped inside of a time machine. We're going to play the Chicago Bears. I think we should beat the Chicago Bears. I don't see the Chicago Bears beating us. Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson is going through something right now. I think they're in the middle of a breakup. Ben Johnson may very well try to convince the franchise to go away from Caleb Williams. And then the Green Bay Packers are coming to Dallas with Michael Parsons. I promise you. The Dallas Cowboys offensive line, I don't care who sacks Dak Prescott. They're going to make it their business to not let Michael Parsons get a sack. I'm not saying he's not going to get one. They're going to make it their business to not let him get a sack. We got to realize, man, the Cowboys know Michael Parsons. They've been up. Tyler Guyton, Terrence Steele. They've been up against him. I'm telling you, the Cowboys are going to have a game of their life against Green Bay. Now, if anybody watched the Green Bay Packers, be careful. They don't have the weapons that people think they have either. They don't have the weapons that people think they have. They really don't. Now, Josh Jacob looked extremely well. The tight end looked good. Matthew Golden hasn't quite hit that stride yet. So, again, we got to understand who they've been playing. You get the Detroit Lions on the opening, the opening game at home. You get the Detroit Lions. Then you get the Washington Commanders. You get the Washington Commanders at home. Come on, man. Then you're going to get the Cleveland Browns. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be the Green Bay Packers' first real game. That will be their first real game, the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, the Cowboys getting battle tested. You watch what I tell you. Wait till Green Bay come to Dallas. You are going to see the game of your life. They're not coming in here running over the Cowboys. You watch what I tell you. Them boys going to be playing. Brandon Major said, Fowler did good with the Commanders. Who the other edge? I can't remember, but I'll tell you this. Ryan makes the comment to answer all this stuff. Robert Thomas said Fowler fell off a cliff. Ryan says Fowler had over 10 sacks last year. Commanders knew something we didn't. Who lets a guy go? And I was thinking the same thing. Who lets a guy go that had 10 sacks? I just thought they were being crazy. But you're right. They knew something we didn't know. Junior! What up with you, Junior? Junior said, why is it Donovan Wilson held to the same standard that Mozzie is? It's been 3 years of his piss poor play. Man, I can remember we were having the same conversation last year about Donovan Wilson getting burned out of his socks. Last year, our safety play was bad too. I was actually surprised the Cowboys extended Marquise Bell, and he's not a starter. And I don't think it's because Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker beat out Wanye Thomas and Marquise Bell. This may be some politics. This may very well be some politics going on. Sub-Zero Prime, what up? He said, I like what the Cowboys are doing this year. Me too. Me too. I do. I do. I like it. Yeah, Angie said Sam. I'm pretty sure she's saying Sam ain't doing what he's supposed to. He ain't knocking our socks off either, is he, Angie? Yeah, Sam ain't knocking our socks off either. Yeah, C-Base, I think we're going to do it this year. I don't think we're going to lose to neither one of these teams. Cardinals nor the Packers. I believe the Cowboys are going to beat the Packers. Let's listen to the rest of this thing with Jadeveon Clowney. Then I'm going to take a break, and we're going to get ready for Cowboys After Dark tonight. Man, I'm going to make sure, y'all, I'm going to set my alarm clock.
Like I said, I walked into Tennessee week 1 and played like 40 snaps the first game, and we played at Mile High Denver. So it's nothing new to me. It's football. It's like, this ain't, it's football, man. It's just go out there, be physical, play your game, and you get tired, that's what other guys on your team for. You got a team, so you just go out there, do my job. For having to snap something out there, and if I get tired, I know what to do. We got other guys that can roll. That's the whole thing about a defensive line. You want multiple guys that can come in there and roll. That's when you become a better front. That's what great fronts have, multiple guys rolling, 8 guys rolling. I feel like that's when that's when the good D-lines be great.
Do you have any familiarity or friendships with current players on the team?
Yeah, I played with Perrion. I played with the Son Hoffman in Cleveland, both of them guys, in the coaching staff, most of them. But the other guys on the team are fairly new to me, but a lot of them young. So they just not fresh too, they self. So it's new. And, they're taking it all in. I'm taking it all in. I'm just meeting them guys and getting to know them and just communicate with them about, tell them what I know about the game. If they actually have any questions or want to ask them, I'm here for them.
Let me tell y'all something. Could you imagine being a young player and the Cowboys bring in Jadeveon Clowney? Jadeveon Clowney, to me, hasn't had the career that most people probably envisioned when he was, I think, the #1 overall pick. But I'll tell you this dude is legendary in college. This dude was legendary. Man, I could only imagine how these guys might be looking at this dude, man. Some of these dudes watch this dude play. Man, this dude was legendary. I'm telling us this dude was legendary. I'm serious, man. I would not be surprised if some of these players are in awe just watching, just knowing that they got this dude on the team. We're going to see. I think we're gonna see an immediate difference with Jadeveon Clowney. Maybe Jadeveon Clowney being on the field will help these other guys kind of step it up a little bit too.
Do you look at this as like you're replacing Micah Parsons?
No.
Thank you. Hold on. Let me add to what. Let's. We're gonna hear this part again. But I love what Lee Time said. Lee Time said Micah Parsons started to feel like he didn't want to be here. I agree. This dude had plans to be here. That's crazy work, ain't it? This dude agent said, and I saw this story before they reported it. This dude agent said that this dude, from the moment he was no longer with the Carolina Panthers, his intent was to play with the Dallas Cowboys. Wow. I hope he paid dividends.
That's Michael Parsons. I'm just Jadeveon Clowney. I come in and do me.
I see you, Andrew. Andrew said G is a preacher.
Help in any way I can and play football.
When the trade happened, though, did you say, like, hey, maybe that's a spot that...
Andrew said G is a preacher. He gonna do his sermon and then he gonna read the super chat. I see you, Angie. No, actually, I saw the super chat and I went into action on it. You talk about old Brandon Cup? Yeah, I saw the super chat and I went into action on it while I was preaching. I see you, Angie. But yeah, man, this dude, Jadeveon Clowney, man.
Yeah, try to help in any way I can and play football.
When the trade happened, though, did you say, like, hey, maybe that's a spot that could use me?
I said I could have been a spot I can use when he was here. You know, I felt like they could have used me with him also.
This is what I told Ed Water. I need to clip this and show and send it to Ed Water. Because Ed Water says, well, they're doing this because of Michael Parsons. I don't think they're doing it because of Michael Parsons as much as they're doing it because of Dante Fowler. I think Dante Fowler is the culprit and the disappointment. He's the disappointment of what they wanted. So they're bringing in Jadeveon Clowney to be what Fowler isn't. But I also told Ed Water, but what if we wouldn't have traded Michael Parsons and we would have saw what Dante Fowler wasn't doing? Who's to say we still wouldn't have said, well, let's bring in Jadeveon Clowney with Michael Parsons? Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't even want to imagine it. I'm gonna say it, but I'm telling you, could y'all imagine if we would have had Jadeveon Clowney and Michael Parsons? I don't even want to imagine it. Because it's not happening. But boy, it would have been crazy. It'd have been crazy to have both of them. It'd have been crazy. It'd have been crazy. Ty Church up in the chat. Ty Church, what's up? What's going on, Ty Church? All right, but again, this Jadeveon Clowney, man, this dude is so laid back.
I could have helped Dan, but like I said, everything happened for a reason, and I'm here now.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just, glad and for the opportunity to be here to keep playing football.
It's your destiny, bro.
And, I just want to, compete, man, and go out there and keep showing. Everybody asks me, what make you want to keep doing this 12 years? You got the money and all, but it's the competition, it's competitive in me, man. And as long as I got that competitive edge and that fire, I feel like no matter my age, I can go out there and do it.
Shotty said you were doing a little coaching, too, while you were waiting. That you were coaching a little bit?
On the lineman. I just show them. Your kids? My kids.
Yeah,
my son's football team. Yeah, they 9 years old. I go out there and coach them while I was off this last few weeks. It's been fun.
You got to get your new
Start
coach.
The competitive fire a little bit?
Oh, yeah, just to see them guys compete. Yeah, I went to every practice, man. I was coaching probably like 3 teams out there telling the D-line, hey, look, this is what you need to do. Guys that never played, first-year guys, and it was fun. All the coaches was like, no, keep doing it, So I was like, I don't want to step on nobody's toes. It's your team. But if I see something, he's like, man, please, coach. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please, coach.
What's the personality of Coach Clowney?
It's actually fun, man. I ain't no yeller. It's just, hey, this is what it is. It's a feel. I talk to the kids like, you got to develop this mentality. It's a mentality. It's a game. It's a physical game. And I try to tell my son that at a young age, and I put it in his head now. Like, you ain't come out here to play around. It's a physical game. Even at a young age, he go out there. I tell him, if you don't want to be physical, you're going to come off the field. At 9 years old, so he know.
Being in Houston all those years, how did you view the Cowboys?
They always been a competitive team. They Dallas Cowboys. Like, America's, you hate them or you love them. And that's what it is. I ain't never had nothing against the Cowboys. All of my family members just love the Cowboys, and some of them hate the Cowboys. It's just one of them things, like, it's a rivalry. And now I'm part of it, so they all calling me, man, I'm going to get your jersey. Some of them like, I can't believe you got that jersey. Putting that jersey on. But I'm like, look, man, I'm coming out here and get them what I can, get them what I got, and play hard for them. So.
How many tickets you got to get next month in Charlotte?
Oh, my God, I don't know yet. It's probably a lot.
After Charlotte over the summer, was the thought of, okay, I'm done with this, or did you want to just process about keep playing again?
Man, as soon as I got done with the season, I was working out all the way up to about the week of the season started. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what's going on? I called my agent. And I was like, bro, I ain't stopped working out yet. Get me on the team, so let's get it. And so that's what it's been, me calling, telling him, hey, so hurry up and make it happen while I'm still in that mindset of the drive is there, and me just grinding was there. So that's what was my whole thing, to hurry up and keep it going.
Did it feel good for you to be selective in terms of, because you know how the league, they control where you go in the sense of, you feel like you had a lot more control in this instance where you want to go?
Just answer the phone when they call. You know, you just be there for the phone calls, and you just go when it's time, and you know, let God take control, send you in whatever direction He sent me, and that's where He sent me, and I was, I'm blessed to be here. It's a blessing.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Man, let me tell y'all something. I can really appreciate what's going on with the Cowboys right now. Let me read a couple of more comments. Kevin Edwards, I like what he said. It's only 2 weeks. I think that this defense is getting better. It's not players, it's the scheme, except for Diggs. Yeah, I think they're still trying to find the right combination, but I think the injury may have set them back a little bit. But again, I also think that Matt Eberflus is going to have to come to the reality of that even if Clowney gets some pressure, bro, he's going to have to blitz. He's going to have to blitz, man. He's going to have to blitz. It's bottom line. He's going to have to blitz. He's going to have to manufacture some pressure. It's bottom line, man. Everybody do it. Everybody does it from time to time. Mitchell Green, he said, I thought we would have gotten more out of Izaraku. I think they got Izaraku on some kind of development plan. They're not doing him like they did Michael. They threw Michael into the fire. They're not throwing Izaraku into the fire. But I do think, Mitchell, one of the reasons why they're not throwing him into the fire is that the expectations were Dante Fowler. I'm telling you, if you look at this, Dante Fowler it's the one thing that isn't working, because you can go back and look at Donovan Izaraku tape and you can see where, okay, Donovan Izaraku going to be good to go. Sam Williams, Sam is Sam. He's playing good. Sam still got to get acclimated. James Houston is just bonkers out there. James Houston is bonkers out there, guys. James Houston is bonkers. It's got to be, to me, Jadeveon Clowney and James Houston. James Houston is bonkers out there right now. The weak link in the replacement, if you want to call it, to Micah Parsons, it's Dante Fowler. It's Dante Fowler. It's Dante Fowler. My man Davion Wallace up in here. Davion, we were talking about this on X today. The issue is Dante Fowler. Dante Fowler is the one player that I think the Cowboys thought was going to play better. He was going to be the mentor for these young guys, and he's not living up to it. And so now the Cowboys are now they had to go get them another veteran. Meanwhile, I think we're on the hook for $8 million this year with Dante Fowler. I'm not sure how much of it is guaranteed, but I don't think the Cowboys are going to move him. The Cowboys probably look at him as a piece in the rotation. Cowboys probably look at him as a piece inside of the rotation. So Jadeveon Clowney may be the piece that they need to kind of get this revved up a little bit. I think he'll help them get revved up a little bit. Keek said the thing I like about Clowney interview is he said he wanted to be here. Yeah. As soon as we got Clark, he told his agent, call Dallas and see if they could get me in there. Guys, I'm telling you, people do not understand it. The Cowboys solved a problem. It is easier. It is easier to get some people on the edge that can get to the quarterback than it is to get defensive tackle play that absolutely stops the run. Man, that's hard to do. I'm actually surprised that these defensive tackles aren't really making the money, but I understand why the edge rushers are making the money. It's the sexy position. It's the quarterback sack. It's the equivalent of the touchdown on the defense. Everybody likes the quarterback sack. but the quarterback sacks by these top paid edge rushers are not paying dividends as far as Super Bowls go. Robert Thomas, what up? He said Michael's already complaining in Green Bay. Well, he's definitely been shooting the arrows at us. Yeah, Gary Bookwalter, see, he's more of a DeMarcus Lawrence type of player, and I would put him just a little bit. I would probably take him over DeMarcus Lawrence. He's been a lot more durable. He's definitely been a lot more durable than DeMarcus Lawrence. But I do think this dude is going to be a great addition to the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, he's going to be a great addition to the Dallas Cowboys. I think he's really going to help these young players. I think he's really going to help these young players because I'm telling you, Dante Fowler didn't do it. And I think the Cowboys are disappointed that Dante Fowler didn't do it. But again, I'm glad it's only game 2. We can fix a lot of things and let this team peak or the defense start peaking right around the time DeMarion Overshown comes back. Because I'm telling you now, DeMarion Overshown, Jadeveon Clowney, Kenny Clark, Oso Digizua, watch how this defense comes together. Watch how the defense comes together. You want to help your back end? Get some pressure on the quarterback. Get some pressure on the quarterback. Yeah, that's what I said, lost in translation. They're going to have to start doing some blitzing. Andrew said Cloudy looks like Wilson with dreads. Yeah. You talking about who? Donovan Wilson? Poobie D, I think he's going to help us. Yeah, I think he's going to help us. I do. Melvin Clark, this is what I said. In order to play, in order for him to do what he wants to do, he got to have the horses. He ain't got the horses yet. I do think Jadeveon Clowney is going to help him out, though. Because, see, Melvin Clark, what he wants to do is rush 4 and drop 7. He's not able to do that yet. I understand what he wants to do. He's not able to do it yet. But I do think Jadeveon Clowney is going to help the Cowboys. He's going to help the Cowboys, and I think they're going to look a lot better. The big Rumbowski said, my old defensive coach used to tell us, don't worry about how many times I tell you guys to blitz during a game. Worry about when during the game I tell you to blitz. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It holds true for whatever level. Yes, sir, Rumbowski. Yeah. Yes, sir. Alan Moore, yep. Tyler Smith, of course, you know he got signed. Highest paid guard in football. So, again, I like what the Cowboys have done. All right, so we're going to take a break. Let you guys go watch the rest of Monday Night Football. And then we're going to come back for Cowboys After Dark. No later than midnight. I may try to get in at 11 o'clock for some of you people who just be laying down. Maybe y'all can catch an hour of the show. But I think, Angie, you be long gone in the bed by the time I get on at midnight. You be long gone. Niecy said Clowney looks like Busta Rhymes back in the day. I can see that too. Yeah, I can see that too. So yeah, I think we good to go with Jadeveon Clowney. But I can say this. The one thing I like about this team is I like the resiliency. I like the fight. Brian Schottenheimer's culture, the brotherhood, they're still singing those praises. They're still singing those praises. And so because, and it seems like it's paying off. And so I like it. I like it. And again, I'm not sure about the Trey Hendrickson, man. I tell you what, we were talking about that before the season started. I ain't play. Hey, let me tell you something. Boy, the Cowboys got Trey Hendrickson. That'd be great. Question is, what would they have to give up? I think they got the money. I'm pretty sure they could work out the money. I don't think that would be a problem. But the Cincinnati Bengals, boy. They cannot win with Joe Burrow. And I'm not saying they can't win as in win. They just can't win. He can't stay healthy. That's his problem. He can't stay healthy. And that's not all his fault. They don't keep anybody that can block for him either. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. So again, I'm not concerned about the Bengals though. But if the Cowboys could get Trey Hendrickson and not have to give up because I don't want the Cowboys giving up no first-round draft pick for Trey Hendrickson. No way, no how. But if the Cowboys could find a way to get him for a draft pick, I would love for them to bring him in. I would love for them to bring him in. I appreciate your Bird Watch 1. He said, get them likes up. Bernard Fields. And again, Bernard, we got the push in the middle. He just hadn't been able to seem to. But I see what you're saying. He said that's why Fowler was good. Keek said, keyword, Dan Quinn. I give you that too. But I do think we're going to be pretty good with Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, Giovanni 80. That's one of the problems. We're allowing plays to develop on the back end. And because we're allowing plays to develop on the back end, we're definitely getting exposed. But when you can get some kind of pressure, which I think Jadeveon Clowney is going to help them. They're going to look a lot better. Niecy said Clowney is that uncle with a cigarette and a show. And a Schultz at the barbecue. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, lost in translation. Jadeveon Clowney is legendary in colleges, man. Man, that hit was so crazy, Jadeveon Clowney, boy. Shoot. Man was crazy with it. NWB, he said Clowney is a lazy talent. Man, everything I've seen, Clowney's made. Clowney good to go, everything I've seen. No, I think Clowney gonna do good for him. I do. All right, guys, we're gonna take a break. And then we're gonna be back tonight for Cowboys After Dark. And then we're gonna get into all the stuff that we didn't get a chance to talk about. We did the Clowney thing. We did the defense. Boy, I keep seeing these comments, boy. Y'all are crazy. Clowney, Angie said Clowney auditioned for Blade. Boy. Boy, y'all crazy, boy. Boy, y'all crazy. All right. But again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. We'll be back tonight. Cowboys After Dark. Y'all get your coffee ready. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys where we talk facts. Peace.
Yo, G.